Welcome back to the couch here on Aurora Television. It's an exciting time coming up for the next 6 or 7 minutes. I have the pleasure of introducing the fabulous Panache, who is also the creative director of Drag Queens Are Us. I think I got that right. Welcome, Panache.
Fred, it is a pleasure
Finally to get you on the show.
Here. Look at you, look at the greens and the pinks, it's all very
Yes, and
fluorescent
that's just me reflecting from your dress, your outfit.
It's very 80s, Fred.
It is.
It's, but
If only I was 80s, can I just say.
But is it 80s? I was watching a movie not long ago, Fred, and it was from the 80s.
Yep.
And I have a feeling that we perceive things to be a lot funner than they were.
Well,
but they
I
weren't
have to
wearing
agree with
these
you. Whenever I hear
fluorescent
80s music, I get excited.
Yeah.
I hear ABBA. I'd say you probably do the same.
Oh, yes.
I jump up and I remember a time when we were all happy even when it was sad.
Yes.
And now you listen to the songs and it's all, hey, mother, 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 mother,
Yes.
kill your sister, bash your brother. And it's like, oh, right.
You know what? And I think that that's what drag's all about, taking it back to how it used to be.
Well, tell me about Drag Queens Are Us. Why did you start such a great organisation, Panache?
Well, tell you the truth, I mean, I started drag much like, you know, the beginning story of any drag queen, you know, that starts out in the nightclubs doing the midnight shows and all that sort of stuff. And I've always been an artistic character, Fred. I have.
Do you have to be a very creative person to do drag?
You don't have to be, but it's a lot more preferable because, you see, personality is what creates the complete illusion and the fact of the character. You know, I don't see myself as just a drag queen. I am Panache.
You absorb that character and you are that person for real.
Yes, you know, and I feel like it's a lot more inviting and warm and friendly for people, whether you're at a hen's night or a corporate event. You know, it's something people can relate to and, well, not relate to, I mean, I don't quite see anyone
depends how close they get, I say. You could be related by the end of the night.
But it's a lot more friendly an environment, this, you know, a character. And I suppose from clubbing scene, I ventured into all sorts. I actually used to Tupperware demonstrate as Panache, and
you used to get a lot of stares or sales?
Both, Fred.
Amazing. I could imagine you selling Tupperware dressed in that beautiful outfit.
And that's where my initial creation of DQAU came from, Fred, because I started to do shows at these demonstrations. It came to be a bit of a package for customers, and then it got quite popular, and I got a lot of referrals to bucks and hens and all that sort of stuff, and I found myself having to get friends of mine that did drag to fill in for me, and I thought, well, there's actually a lot of demand in Perth for drag entertainment.
So what are the ingredients of being a good drag artist, a performer, entertainer? What are the ingredients? So if someone's out there watching you through this camera here, look deep into the camera, what do they need to have? What are the skills, ability, looks? What do they need?
Okay, well, in my opinion, and it is my opinion, because I believe drag is whatever you want it to be. You know, there are some dark elements of drag and there are some perky elements of drag. But but Fred, I think the true essence of an entertaining drag queen is a bit of character. Don't take yourself too seriously, you know, after all, I don't know if you know this or not, but I am a man in a frock.
Oh, you are joking.
No, Fred, I am a man, yes. I was backstage not long ago with one of my counterparts, Wisheva Reddy, and she's just flown over from Melbourne and we do gigs on the occasion. And I was dressing backstage, and she looked at me and she said, "You're a man? Well, that's it. I'm out of here."
And you get that response from people?
Yes, I do, you know, and I get a lot of unique responses from people too, Fred.
So tell me, Drag Queens Are Us, what can we expect? Because people can book your services, can't they?
Yes.
What sort of stuff do you provide?
Well, we provide anything from MC hostessing, door girling. We actually do a bit of DJing and performances, and that might be a live singing performance or classic drag art mimistry, which I believe, you know, you've taken witness to a few tonight.
Yes, and tell me, just for the benefit of our crew, say there was someone that wanted to come to you and say, I want to be a drag queen.
Yes.
Male or female.
Yes.
Do you run courses or do you help people and say, look, darling, go away, you'll never be a drag queen? Or do you say, yep, we
Fred,
can make it work?
It depends on the person. You know, there might be someone I would look at and say, maybe stick with your day job. But then there's other people I say, darling, come in. I'm happy to consult. And I'm happy to talk with them about what they can do, what type of look they can go for, whether they're a classy queen or a scaggy queen.
Is there any room for fat drag queens? I know a friend of mine that's been asking me for years.
Fred! No. I had no idea.
Oh, look, you won't know the person.
Oh, I won't know them. No.
They're very discreet.
No, listen, it's possible. Hook me up and I'll talk to them.
And do you look for inspiration from the media, from personalities, big stars? Do you find anyone like Kerry-Ann Kennelly or someone like that? Do you look to them?
Oh.
Is there anyone you look up to?
Oh. It might sound
Julia
a bit
Gillard, maybe.
More, but, I love you, Julia, but no. No, listen, I have to say it might sound a bit morbid, but I look up to a beautiful actress that you would, of course, know, Angelica Houston.
Oh, beautiful.
And I know she's not musically inclined and she's not...
But she doesn't know that.
Oh, well, she doesn't know that yet. No. But, her stance, Fred, she is a character of her own. And when I look at her, I look at her with such admiration.
And tell me, do you ever stay in character or stay in Panache and walk the streets of our beautiful city of Perth?
Oh, yes. Well, I do a lot of cabarets down at Rigby's in the city. And that entails me to park down the street, the free curb after 6 p.m. parking. And I'll grab my little stroller and I'll walk down the street. And, people will honk their horn. People will look at me and stare at me.
People just honk.
Yes, right in front of me, Fred.
Oh, Panache.
I know, it's quite extraordinary. The people you meet in this business, they're all quite cultured in their own way,
They
Fred.
are,
Yeah,
they are.
like you, Fred. You know what I love about this show is every episode.
Yes.
I get to look forward to what colour suit you're going to wear, Fred.
Well, it is part of my person.
Look at what you're... well, actually, that
Is there
colour's
a
a
problem?
bit unique, isn't it?
You think the orange works well?
Yeah, I like your lime green one, actually.
I thought there's too much lime green on the set today. But I will wear it for you next week.
But truly, you provide such a platform for communities to talk, and today you've
I'm hoping
given this platform
inspiration
to me.
for people who have that drag about them to have me maybe as the inspiration.
Yes, well, you know
What
what?
not to look
if
like.
I hadn't... No. Well, this is silly. I have a suit just like that, Fred.
Well, you
I'll
won't
have
want
to
to buy
pull
this
it out one day. Yes, and when you invite me back.
Panache, our time is running short.
Oh.
Where can we catch you? If we want to catch you perform, are you performing around this beautiful country of ours?
Yes, well, listen, if you ever want to find out anything, you can add me on Facebook, Fab Panache, that's F-A-B, Panache, P-A-N-A-C-H-E.
Yep.
You can go onto our website, which is dqau.com.au. Or you can
DQAU?
DQAU, for Drag Queens Are Us.
That's the word.
.com.au. Alternatively, email me at info@dqau.com.au.